Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Brotato, the Arena Survival Action Roguelike itself, but modded, though, because we're going to be checking out the Assassin mod once again with the Resprite mod as well. Outlaw is who we're going to be checking out here today. 30% attack speed up, attack speed modifications up by 50%, damage modifications are reduced by 30%, 20% speed up, and crit chance modifications down by 50% as well. So it's just a lot of modifications to how we're going to be dealing damage. However, I do think it is going to pretty decently shift how we shop. So I'm curious to see what this will be like. You know, relatively straightforward. But I think we have to go with a revolver, right? It's the Outlaw. I feel like if we don't take the revolver, that feels, I don't know, dumb, maybe? So yeah, damage modifications down by 30%. I don't feel like it's going to be that bad, really. Like, we start out absurdly strong. Like, let's be clear. This character at level 1 is actively stupid, right? Like, we just have a massive benefit of 45% attack speed and 20% speed. That's what we get at a base. So we'll get some more attack speed. Why not? Get the revolver. We'll grab that. Insanity's interesting. So we would get 3% crit for 2% damage down. It's probably worth it, to be honest. Probably. It's just kind of it's a weird thing to process, but I think it's probably good. I don't know. It's probably, you know what? I think it's probably a waste of time. So it is damage modifications in general. It's not just percentage damage. So like our range damage is going to be going down as well. Do I think any of that's going to matter when we are going to be attacking so absurdly fast? No, I really, really don't. And on top of it, we just do get like a free 20% speed up, which do I think that that's an incredible thing to have in general? I mean, I think it's good. But generally, the biggest thing I think it will do for us is make it so that I never have to buy speed ever, right? Like, I will perhaps... Ooh, interesting. Okay. I will perhaps never have to purchase speed, literally ever. And in fact, I can take speed downgrades. I think that's what's exciting, right? It gives me a big pool of things that I can get rid of, basically. There's a lot of items that reduce your speed that I like. For instance, we have Bag that is locked, and normally that slowly makes me slower. And when you hit like -5 speed and you don't have something like a snail, or you have no other method of slowing down enemies, I find that that really starts to add up as a problem. Oh boy. I'll take the crit chance. You know, it's not great, but we'll grab it anyways. Some lifesteal seems like it would be really logical today. We're going to grab all them. Grab nothing else. I have a sneaking suspicion it's going to be a pretty easy run. Like, I can't deny, just looking at the character at a base here, it seems generally quite good. Not really being able to get crit as much is a little bit of a thing. Okay, we have 4.5. Okay, so yeah, it says we have 1 crit, but we do have 4.5 for what it's worth. So that does prove what I've always assumed, which is just, yeah, when we're at a half interval of a stat, it does give us that stat. That half stat does apply, probably. It's just, in anything except for damage, and maybe even in damage. We could probably take this. It's a 0.7 range down. I'm gonna, whatever. More attack speed. We're going to absolutely hit some supreme diminishing returns. But, you know, like, we might be doing 0.6... That... Ooh, oh, it's magic. I don't know. That's less appealing. 25%. I mean... Still... I mean, it's a minus, sure, 6. So it's not great. I'll pass. It's kind of, it's a little bit weird. because it's always a little bit of a, for me, it's, yeah, that's worth it, but also it feels a little bit weird. So when it is offered to me and I have a 30%, like I get 30% less value from it, it's not that it's not worth the money. It's just that I can use that money on something else that's not going to be penalized and not going to give me -3 armor. Like, I kind of want to go glass cannon-y because, like, this build really, it asks for it, kind of, in a way. Not really, but, like, it's just really, seems appealing. More lifesteal. More attack speed. We're already at 82, which is absurd, but padding could be okay, but I'm not gonna. Take another revolver. The thing is, we can grab things like those, and it doesn't impact our damage that much. Like, they're a little bit more interesting. I don't know. I really like... I love... It's such a basic thing about the game, but damage modification, like anything that says stat modification, it's just so nice that it applies both ways, to the positive and the negative. I find it very, very interesting, the decisions that you get to make because of that choice. Like, taking a negative and turning it into a positive is, I think, one of the more compelling things you can do in often, like, a lot of roguelikes, or the best roguelikes. And I think that, you know, just the fact that that is baked in at the core, just kind of being there on a lot of different, you know, characters, I think it's really nice. I think you can work with it quite well. Pickup range, of course, I'll take that. I mean, I'll take 2 armor, of course. I'll grab a revolver, of course. Scar, sure. More attack speed. Yeah, we're, you know, there's diminishing returns on attack speed. Like, there's going to be a point at which grabbing more attack speed doesn't really feel like it makes sense. However, I'm probably going to keep doing it the whole run anyways, for science. I think that that sounds interesting. That's kind of going to be what I want to test here today. Like, there's no character that has an attack speed modification up, do they? Do they? I don't think so. There's characters, like, quite a few characters that start with a lot of attack speed. Obviously, like, One-Armed starts with just a ton of attack speed. But there's nothing with modification up. Ow. But if we get, you know, fast enough attacks, we get the lifesteal angle, I think it'll be really, really interesting. Sure. More attack speed. Cute monkey's not bad at all. Did I even roll that? Okay, we have 2 elites, so recycling machine is quite good. The damage per bullet is kind of bad. That is an interesting thing. Our damage per bullet is not very good. We really are just unleashing absolute hell. What's our reload time? 1.39, and it's the same between the blue and the purple at this point. I could have sworn it does change as you rank them up. So it could be that we're already hitting that diminishing returns, or it could be that I'm just misremembering that fact. I don't know. I wonder, you could probably change crit multiplier on weapons. It'd be interesting to see a character that was changed in a way where it's just like, you know, no crit chance change, but their crit multiplier gets reduced. I'm going to grab a little bit of damage here finally. Okay, I'll take a bandana. That's not that much damage down because of the... Yeah, that actually works really well. Do I have a 50% damage fall off on the piercing? Absolutely, but... Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good. This wave is going to be a joke for us, obviously. But yeah, like, what if you... There's an interesting character idea for you. A character that is based on critting, but they get a different type of an effect when they crit. You know, like... It is a character who gets good crit scaling or something, but their critical damage multiplier on whatever weapon they take is just the normal 1 times multiplier. It gets set to 1 or whatever. So when they crit, maybe they gain a 1%. I don't know, whatever. That's too much. Every X amount of crits, they gain a 1% damage up for the wave or something like that. Like a big ramp up character, or whenever they crit, they, you know, gain something. I think that that's an interesting thing. Or just like have the hunting trophy effect, or when you kill an enemy with a crit, you have a chance to gain. I mean, wow. Stupid. You have a chance to gain a stat of some sort. Oh my lord. But you don't gain extra critical damage. I think that's an interesting angle that I haven't seen played with. Like, chance to gain 1% damage for the wave on critical kill, but your crits don't otherwise do anything. I think that, man, modders? That's a whole design space to play with. You could, not just that, but like literally that concept in multiple different ways. I think it could be really fun. I know it exists because I've seen a modded character in the past increase the amount of critical damage that weapons have on specific characters. Like if you're playing this character, all weapons do an extra 1x multiplier when they crit or whatever. I think is what it was. I can't remember what character that was, but it was a really cool idea. So clearly, the stat can be messed with. I would love to see that. Nope. I'm going to say nope. Sure. 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 Minigun. I sure could. I just don't feel like it. Piercing damage up. Sounds great. Oh, that's right. The damage modification impacts that too. So it only increases our piercing damage by 10%. Which is still worth it. Oh, it's a horde wave. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. It's a crit chance of 4%. 7% total. Yeah, we're like really... Any crit we get, I think it needs to just be like a nice little... Just a nice little treat. And not a main course meal like we... get really excited about it. Like, you know, I would take sunglasses. Unleash hell. I'd take sunglasses. I would love whetstone right about now. I feel like I have too much knockback. Wouldn't mind grabbing a little bit of health so that we are a little bit less one-shottable. I don't think we're one-shot, but I think we do die in 2 solid hits. 2 hits from things that aren't bullets, maybe. Probably take 3 bullets, 2 hits from just decent enemies. Fine, I'll grab some armor, though. Let's go with lifesteal. I think we got something silly. Hey, what did I say? Now I have to take sunglasses. Okay. Speed and range up. I really don't need speed. In fact, I wouldn't mind a little bit less. Missile is totally valid to take. I'm just not going to. We're at 1.17. Okay, wait. Was I just comparing? I was probably just comparing 2 of the exact same. Because as far as, like, the actual shots go, it's a pretty fast weapon to begin with. The slow thing about it is the reload, but that does change based off of your attack speed, so. What I like about this run, what I think is really, really interesting here, is that our damage per bullet is still basically the same. We're not doing that much, really, per bullet. And I think that that's kind of fun. Seeing this just be like, we unload our clip. Mag, whatever. I don't know. I'm not, despite liking Brotato, I couldn't care less about gun info. Whoop. All right. harvest. At this point, who cares? Speed, I don't need it. Range damage, that I feel like I am lacking. Lens. It's just, who cares about it, man? It's just the last legendary I care about. It's one that when you're new seems really good because you're like, oh my god, all the materials are missing, but you're not missing that. You're not missing materials. It's just kind of. I couldn't care less about it. If it was removed from the game, I think it would make the game slightly easier because I think that it's usually bait. And it's taking the place of a legendary that's worthwhile. Do I think it should be removed? No. There's a couple builds that it's good on. There's a couple builds here that it's good on. It's just, I'm never, like, I think I've been happy to see it maybe once. Okay. It's kind of bait. You get all the materials anyways. The only time it ever saves you money really is on wave 19. Before that, people are like, oh, but think about, you get the money earlier. You get to save on the inflation. It's not that. It's so negligible. It's so negligible. The amount you save on inflation is nothing, dude. It's not worth. It's not even worth having as a conversation. What do we have for dodge? 6%. Ugly Tooth seems good here. You know what? I'll grab it. Okay, we're definitely not one-shottable now, which is good. Getting an extra piercing is super nice because we already have the 40%. Like, super fast attack speed. We got the Ugly Tooth too. Yes, we did. The thing that would improve this run the most might be knockback down, if I'm going to be real. I think knockback is such a weird stat. I really do think on average, it makes things worse for you. Maybe you're pushing like enemies out of weapon range. There's some runs where it's very useful, and having some is great. Having a lot is not great. Having, especially on a fast weapon like this, yeah, 15 knockback on a weapon that fires this fast. Well, obviously where you have a huge attack speed buff, but it always attacks fast. It always is a fast weapon. 15 knockback on a weapon this fast is overkill, I would say, on average. More, get stupid with it. Again, is it good? I don't think so. See, yeah, that's the wake-up call on our damage. Like, all things considered, our damage per second is not that impressive. It's just hitting everybody that we want it to hit, which is always going to be fantastic, but our single target is meh. Getting a little bit of flat range damage would go so far for us. Percentage damage would be decent as well. But I kind of like this dumb angle that we're taking because, again, like, I sort of have to make a self-imposed challenge on this character because if I just played it straight and I just did a normal run but with massive attack speed buffs and still grabbing, you know, percentage damage as I normally would but with a little bit of a reduction, or crit like I normally would but with a little bit of a reduction, the character would be too easy. And it still probably is. Oh my god! That could be good today. You know what? I want crit now. Oh boy. But it's massively reduced. Stupid. I think that it's too late for... Well, it's not too late for being teacher, but I think that I don't care enough about it. Another pumpkin's good. It's another 10%. Oh, slightly more. But yeah, Giant's Belt will actually be pretty darn good. I mean, I wish we had more crit, but hey, what are you going to do? 12% crit chance. With how fast we fire? Why has Giant's Belt been showing up every day now? There was like... I know I've said this before, but like... It's completely anecdotal. Surely there's actually nothing going on. But whenever I play, I feel like I see a certain item so many days in a row, and then I'll never see it again for, like, so long. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of an item, specific item right now that I haven't seen in forever. I don't know. There was a stretch of time where I know I see it still sometimes, but like the mech armor, I used to get that like literally every day it would show up. 15 damage with assassin weapons. I mean, that's crazy that exists, but no, I'm gonna say no. Critter range damage. I said critter range damage, or I guess fine. Let's go with it. I know that there was a low value crit there, but Let's get stupid. We have a lot of lifesteal. Yeah, so that's 70% damage up. That's huge for us. And we really do fire so fast, have so much lifesteal that it won't matter. Stop getting knocked back so far. 210% attack speed. We have the double piercing and the lifesteal angle, too. Ooh. Oh, this is exciting now. Wait, this just got exciting. Hold on. This is now pretty cool. It's dangerous. We both got really, really strong and, you know, a little bit more fragile. Whenever you're taking 1 per second, can we overcome that? Absolutely. Really easily we can overcome that. But that is still, when we are damaged and trying to heal up, that's still something that we have to overcome while we're trying to heal up from the other thing. All right. I really like that. Range up, we don't need it. Sure. Nope. Fine. Yep. Oh, boy. Yeah, mini-bosses are always weird with revolvers because you actually really get to see firsthand a lot easier the penalty of the reload. It's super interesting. Because, you know, you walk up, all your guns shoot at the mini-boss, and then they all go on cooldown at the same time. And you're like, oh, God. That doesn't happen as much on a normal wave. Or really at all. Because they get out of sync enough for it to not really be a problem. We scaled very well. I'd say that lifesteal item single-handedly made this so much easier. Just seeing that mini-boss go down a lot quicker means that we're going to probably have a good time on the final boss. We are going to have to dodge and actually try. Unfortunately, we're going to have to actually play and try. But I think we'll be fine. What's the legendary? Oh, God. It's trash. Eh. Sure. Bag? It's too late. Vigilante ring? It's way too late. Pumpkin? Sure. Power generator. I mean, it's fine right now. I didn't invest in it that much. Pew, 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 pew. All right. It would be a nice dodge day. Oh well. Alrighty. Let's see how many materials we miss at the end of this wave. For relic reasons. Oh god, that was actually scary. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it is interesting, all things considered, truly the fact that as busted as we are, and we are busted, our single target damage isn't crazy. We lost 56 materials is what we don't get on this run. So the relic would have given us jack squat. Oh, I need crit for the, like, I know, like, it's such a small amount, but for the boss, we could, like, with Giant's Belt. Oh my god, would you look at that? All right, game. Funny. All right, so now we got, what? 21 crit. It's not a lot, but with Giant's Belt. Okay, we're going to have to play the game, though. For a second. Okay. And a second was all we needed. Not bad. Rapid-handed revolver. Dude, what? I wish this was unlocked at the start, man. I gotta be honest. Cards on the table. Modders. I think I speak for just myself and maybe some other people when I say character unlocks in the mods are cool, but I think a lot of people like to drift between mods, and I wish that I would have just had this on this run. I really wish I could have been like, oh, Outlaw. Yeah, I should play with the rapid-handed revolver. That scales off of attack speed. This would have been stupid. That would have been absurdly dumb to see that in action, but we do not get to. That being said, maybe the Outlaw can't start with it. No, the Outlaw can start with it. Yeah, that would have been really cool. Modders, come on. Like, I get it. It's a fun thing to do in the base game, but I don't think it needs to be done in mods. Personal take. Alas, that is that. That's going to do it here for today. Thank you for watching. Check out the channel for roguelikes and more every single day. If you want to check out the mod for yourself, there's a link at the top of the description. You can pick up the mod, and you can pick up Cena's Resprite mod as well. And yeah, thank you for watching. Check out the channel, roguelikes and more every single day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.